today's video is going to be a new game. I'm gonna call it Liar Liar Pants on Fire. So I thought of this from one of the previous videos that you guys liked, a category where I I think you liked it. I saw a few comments saying that you liked it. Different facts, but they were false, and I made them sound really real. And I asked you guys I didn't. I did it again in another video, and that is where I asked you to try to decipher which one the fake fact was. So that's what we're gonna do for the whole video today. Ready? So I'll give you a little refresher from that first time we saw this category in a video. So one of the facts I gave was that originally peppercorns were actually extracted from bananas, like every full moon or something. I can't really remember. The other one was that Luxembourg is the biggest country in the world. And the other one was that bird dinosaurs during the Mesozoic era actually were the ones that invented blueberry jam by crushing their heads or beaks against stone whenever blueberries would fall, and that was how blueberry jam was created. Not true. So I'm going to give you a bunch of facts, and 3 of them are true. So at the end, I'll ask you which one you think is true. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. I have my iPad. Okay. The first one. During the 1700s, before flare guns were a thing, flare guns, like when there's an SOS signal. So during the 1700s, before flare guns were a thing, SOS signals were made by fireflies. So during the night, you would collect as many fireflies as you could in a glass jar and slingshot it into the air using a big slingshot. Once the jar reached a certain height, it would burst due to the the pressure of how high it was, and the fireflies would fly out. But they would fly back in the direction from which they were shot originally. And once they reach back to the area where you are, the person sending the SOS signal, they would kind of clump together and fly in one little area, which would notify people, like whoever you need to rescue you. They would see in the sky where the fireflies are clumped together, and they would know where to come. They would know where to go. So in the night, hopefully, someone would find the little firefly clump and rescue you. So that was the first fact. Let's go on to the next one. So, the same way we have natural textiles made from different animals and beings and creatures, like we have wool made by sheep and silk made by the silkworm. There are also textiles made from spider webs, and this textile is called spider silk, and how this all happened. 70 people spent 4 years collecting golden orb spiders from different areas in Madagascar, like from little nooks and crannies, from telephone poles, from signposts, at anywhere where you could find the golden orb spider. And after extracting the silk filament, a cloth was created, 11 by 4 foot cloth, which is and the textile is incredibly strong compared to steel, and it has a rich gold color. It's very flexible, it's very elastic. So it's a fabric made by spiders. Crazy. So that was your second fact. Let's go to the third. The color of the universe is called cosmic latte. In 2002, researchers discovered that light coming from galaxies and the stars within those galaxies and clouds of dust, clouds of gas, when averaged together, created a light, creamy color, almost white, similar to ivory. And this color was then officially named cosmic latte. That is your third fact. Okay, let's go on to the fourth. So, there is a type of wood that very quickly degrades until it actually disappears. This gives you temporarily disappearing furniture. So it's a rare type of tree, and within the family of the rubber tree, and the rubber tree is the tree that produces latex. It was mostly used for art exhibitions between the 40s and 70s. And then use was stopped and halted because it was discovered that the fumes, while this wood was evaporating, weren't very good for you. Created a lot of dust and toxic fumes. It just wasn't good for the lungs. So, for example, if you had a little bedside table or couch side table, it would disappear within 6 or 9 months, which was a great business strategy for companies, as people would have to constantly repurchase furniture. But on the other side, it also gave consumers the chance to change up their furniture and not stay committed to the same coffee table, for example, for a long time. So that was your fifth fact. Right, let me see. 1, 2, 3. No, fourth. 1, 2, 3. Fourth. Okay. So your fifth fact now. In 1997, a cocktail of a few different soft drinks was used to power a car, which ran/drove for 12 kilometers before it finally gave out. Okay, that was your fifth fact. Let's go on to the sixth. This one's about toilet paper. So, toilet paper was invented in 1857, but it was not until 1935 that toilet paper production advanced enough technologically to the point where toilet paper could be advertised as differs from the manufacturing process in your wad of toilet paper. Before toilet paper, silk was used, moss, snow, your hand, as well as a type of sponge attached to a stick. And this was shared in the public toilets during the ancient Roman era. Shared. Okay. Let's go on to the next fact. Tissues were originally oval-shaped to mimic the shape of the face until the first ever company that ever manufactured tissues experienced a technical difficulty with their machinery. And this resulted in over 3 million rectangular shaped tissues that they had to sell. They had to sell them. There's too many. So once that batch hit the market, the public saw it as such a fresh and unique and forward-thinking product, rectangular tissues, that other companies decided to hop on board. And thus, the rectangular shaped tissue was born. So, originally they were oval-shaped to mimic more or less the shape of the face. If you had to pat down your face, if you had to blow your nose, it had to be oval-shaped. Okay, let's go on to the second to last fact. So, the first original house slipper was designed in Sweden, and it was designed to mimic snowshoes. So 20 small little wheels were placed on the sole of the slipper, which allowed you to glide around your home as would a snowshoe. And this is of course given that you had tile, like hardwood, laminate, vinyl, any smooth floor besides carpet, which isn't really common in Europe anyway. And this was later established to be a safety hazard and discontinued. And it was then replaced with a softer, like a rubber sole that we know today. It was the second to last. And now let's go to the last fact. So according to internet statistics made by the Internet Administration, Finland holds the title for the highest consumption of oats in the world, with around 500 grams per person per day. That was the last fact. So, out of all of those, 3 are true. Which 3 facts do you think are true? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, but first, let's do a recap. So, we had the SOS signal fact about the fireflies, and the natural textiles fact about the spider silk made by spiders. Then we had that the universe, the name of the color of the universe is called cosmic latte. And then we had the tree that slowly degrades, like the disappearing furniture fact. And then we had the other fact about soft drinks, meaning soda, pop, like fizzy soft drinks that were used to power a car that ran for 12 kilometers. Then we had the toilet paper fact that spoke about toilet paper having splinters up until 1935. tissue fact about tissues being originally oval-shaped to mimic the shape of the face until they were a technological accident, like until a manufacturing incident turned them rectangular. And then we had the first house slipper designed in Sweden with little wheels on the bottom to mimic snowshoes. And then we have the statistic that Finland holds the record for the most oatmeal consumed per person per day. So, I will give you a couple of minutes to think, and then we will reveal the answer. So, only 3 are true, all the other are false. Okay. Do you know which facts are real and which are false? Okay. Which ones do you think are true? Those 3. Okay, and those are your final answers. Okay, do you want me to tell you which ones are true? Okay, so the fact about the spider silk is true. You can Google it, just Google golden orb spider silk, and it'll come up. It's insanely cool. It's so cool. You're gonna love it. And the fact about the universe being called cosmic latte, that is the color of the universe, is also true. How cool is that? So when they put together the average of all the colors of the different elements that make up the universe, it's beige, and they called it cosmic latte. That's cool. It's really cool. And then also the fact about toilet paper having splinters is true. Our ancestors had it rough. They really did. And the last fact about Finland, it wasn't actually oats, but Finland consumes the most milk. Most milk consumed in Finland. And another little note was that apparently many Finnish people are lactose intolerant. I don't know how true that is, or if they still hold the title of like highest milk consumption, but that was really interesting for me. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. That was so fun. I had so much fun making up facts. Fake facts. I hope you liked it. If you want to see another Liar Pants on Fire, let me know and I'll